Hello, everyone. I am Ryan Bowling. Thank you all for joining me once again. So, Joe Biden, President Joe Biden, okay, the guy that's the president of this country, is chilling at the beach, and he's asked a question by a reporter about the deaths in Hawaii. And we all know that the death toll has risen near 100. So it is considered to be the greatest wildfire disaster in American history by some reports. So when the journalist asked President Joe Biden about the rising death toll, his response was no comment. No comment. Now, you can read the article in the description box below if you like, because there's much more to elaborate on that, because someone could argue, well, he has the right to say no comment. He said something about it before, which he did. He said their prayers go out to the people, but when he was asked a question again, it's like no comment. Now, had that been Trump, had Trump said that, no comment, it would have, all hell would have broke loose. That's my point. If that had been Trump, that would have said that, would have been all hell would have broken loose. But here's my comment on it. I'm going to elaborate on why I believe he said no comment. Number one, Joe Biden half the time doesn't know where he's at. So if he's operating off a script, okay, he's not going to know what to say because he's just not there half the time. But the other reason that I believe that he says no comment is because he can't, as I said, go off the script. Everything, I believe, everything that he says is given to him by his handlers. Anything outside of what they give him is off limits. It's off limits. Totally off limits. Many have argued that President Joe Biden's particular role as being president of this country is to destroy this country. Look at the borders. Look at the borders. They're a hot mess. All these illegals are being constantly pushed in here at the behest of American citizens. It's like, why are you doing this? What rationale do you have to support allowing these illegals to come over here? You got MS-13 gang members coming over here, possible terrorists. None of these individuals are vetted. Why are you doing these things? And it's been argued that his whole positioning is that to destroy the country. And if his whole position is that to destroy the country, to dismantle America, then that suggests, which I personally believe, that he was placed there on purpose. That he's there on purpose. Trump's agenda and worldview was in contrast to the elite's agenda and worldview. His concern is not about the American people. His concern is about fulfilling the agenda of the elites. That is his concern. That is what he is employed for. That is, his concern is not for you and I. This whole thing about Bidenomics and all this other nonsense. How many times have I heard that word? Now it's Bidenomics. Then it was Trumponics, I guess. And then it was Reaganomics. Where's all this stuff coming from? Who's creating these terminologies to be connected to the presidents of our country? Who's making up these words? Is it the media? Is it the elite that control these presidents, or what? What is it? It's crazy. And then he'll get up and he'll gaslight the public. Well, everybody knows that the economy stinks. The food is at an all-time high. Gas is still high, and people are on ground level seeing what's going on. And yet, when interviewed, Biden would say, well, the economy is cool. We good. We're this. Everything's good. In other words, you guys are crazy. You guys are crazy, saying you don't know what you're talking about. I know you on ground level, seeing it and feeling it and tasting it and smelling it, but you guys don't know what you're talking about. Go on back to your little box. Go on back and enjoy your slavery, because you don't know what you're talking about. Everything is going to be all right. In fact, not everything is going to be all right, but everything is all right. He's telling the American public the exact opposite of what they actually see and experience and feel. So the way I see it, he's in office in order to completely fracture the country, and that he is being used by the elites. And I'm not going to go into the detail of who these elites I believe is, but I'll just say the deep state. Okay, some of you have heard that term, deep state. He is in place by the deep state in order to dismantle America. See, Trump, I said this before and I'll say it again. Trump messed up the agenda, or he hindered the agenda. He slowed the agenda down. That's why when they got rid of him, okay, when the elites got rid of him, they upped the ante. Everything that they wanted to do that should have happened if Hillary had got in office, because Trump slowed it down, now they have to speed it up. There was 4 years of pushing back with Trump. Now that he's out of office, there's been 4 years rather of accelerating the agenda. All this transgenderism, all this homosexuality being pushed in the movies and in the cartoons. You can't see an agenda in that. You can't see an agenda in that. Why are they pushing it so hard? Why are they pushing it so intensely? There's a reason for that, because there is an agenda, and President Joe Biden is the face of that agenda. The elites, the deep state, know they can use him because he doesn't have anything up here. For one, there's nothing up there. It's empty. And if it's empty up there because of Alzheimer's disease, Alzheimer's, whatever you want to call it, if it's empty up there, that's perfect for the elites, because they can pour into his brain what they want in his brain. They need empty-headed leaders. They don't need leaders like Trump thinking. They don't need leaders like Trump being concerned about the people. It's no longer about the people. It is about the elite. It is about the globalist agenda. That's what it's about. And I hate to sound so cynical, but when asked this question on the beach, and he's like, no comment. Of course, no comment. You're not going to say anything outside the script that your handlers gave you. They told you, shh, keep your mouth closed. You said everything you were supposed to say in the script before. Don't get out of the line, sir. Don't get out of line, boo-boo. You get out of line, we're going to have to take care of you. Okay? So I just wanted to make that comment about this situation. Yeah, he's just, of course, he's going to say no comment. Of course, that's going to be his response, because he can't operate outside the script that the deep state has written for him. So that's my words on it. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comments section below. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. God bless you all, and see you again.